Hi, my name is Lisha Nimlat. I'm a school social worker at a secondary school. My son's age is 5. As a single parent, what are some of the challenges that I experience? One, a lot of times I'm a bit overwhelmed because there's so many things that I have to do on a daily basis. And sometimes it's a bit too much. Also, there are times that I feel anxious because I'm not sure, if I have things organized or when it comes to making particular decisions to my son, if I'm doing the right thing. So that makes me feel anxious as well. So what are some of the ups and the downs of being a single mom? Some of the downs, it's very challenging because I have to deal with whatever stress I have. I have to also deal with whatever challenges my son also have. And sometimes you don't get that time to have a timeout. Timeout is hardly heard of, especially when it's you alone have to deal with these situations. I do have two parents that I live with, my mom and dad. However, they are older and I can't always rely on them. So saying I could just pass my child on to them, I can't do that. So that is definitely a up, a down. Also, one of the ups, I must say, I tend to see a lot of the things that I try to teach my son that he also encouraged me in it. So like when I feel sick sometimes, he'll come and say, "Mommy, what happened? You forget, and you taught me to pray to Jesus. You're not praying to Jesus." And for me, that's, really looking at what he says is like, okay, Mommy taught me this, and I am now emphasizing why you're not doing the same thing. So that's also something that I find is a up. And also another up I would say is that I get to see some of the things that I am weak at, that I would see him struggling with, and even before I start to get upset, I reflect and I'm like, you know what, Lisha, the same thing that you're angry with him about is the same thing that you're experiencing. So you need to now take time and try to see how you could work on that particular behavior. So when we hear the word coping skills, what does coping skills look like for a single mom? Well, for me, I had to implement stuff like movie nights. So every Tuesday night, I have movie night with my son. That's the way we have time out because my son started saying, "Mommy, you're always in sessions, you're always talking to people, every minute you have a class. It's real boring. When we going to do something?" So I had to take that time out and spend time for my son. That was one of my ways to coping. Other than that, when I feel stressed out, I resort to music, just listening to music to calm myself down. So those are some of the ways that I actually cope. And sometimes just do nothing. I had to take a time out. I would just tell my son, "Listen, right now Mommy tired, Mommy need a little 10 minutes." And I would just go in my room, close the door and just shut him out. I know that may sound a little bad, but sometimes as a single mom, you need a time out for yourself because you can't just palm one child off on somebody else. You have to just get that time out. So that's what coping looks like, some of the ways for a single mother.